So we are looking at Bitcoin. This time I will be updating my chart, the prediction that I made for the entire month of June for Bitcoin. And exactly like I said in the beginning in the last video, you guys know that I specified that this month was going to be extremely volatile, very hard to decide, to define, to basically even predict, because there's a lot of movement up and down. We don't have clear signals, and like I said, it's extremely volatile. I mean, look at this. Look at this. These massive dips, massive recoveries, lots of ranges in between, days that basically nothing happens and suddenly boom, massive dips. I mean, it's just crazy. And I said in the last video that this month of June was going to be very hard for Bitcoin. I mean, this is perfect for someone who likes to do scalping, right? Even some opportunities for day trading here and there. But it's just so volatile that for long range trading, I just basically avoid this. But anyways, let's do the first recap for this prediction. And the first circle that we have is a red circle together with a yellow circle for June 4th. We were expecting a downtrend by that day. Could also happen on June 5. The downtrend obviously did not occur on June 4th. You can see this massive recovery right here. Very volatile, like I said. It's also reflected on this yellow circle on 4th. It was extremely volatile. Look at this. Just very volatile. So it was so volatile that this yellow circle overcame the red circle in regards to June 4th. Now June 5 also shares a circle with this yellow one. That means that it was going to be also very volatile or very neutral, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, the day basically behaved in a very neutral way with some volatility in between. Like, for example, you're seeing it right here. This is the volatility I'm talking about. But the price ended up on a very similar position that it opened with. So you could say that this red circle was completely engulfed by this yellow circle, and this also especially for June 5, also engulfed the 5 here in this red circle. So both of these two yellow circles, they basically ate this red circle. So that's exactly what happened with this little guy. And now let's see what happens for June 6. Again, this was also covered in this circle, means range or volatility. June 6 begins right here. And you can see the day has basically does nothing for the first 6-7 hours, then starts to do something upwards, only to dip hard again to a lower position that it opened with, but then continues to recover. Very not with a lot of strength. You can see doesn't really do much here. And by the final hours, we arrive to a very similar position to the one we started with. I mean, slightly higher, but again, these days are extremely volatile, very hard to define what a trend is going. But like I said in the beginning, in the last video, I repeat myself again, I said that the month was going to be in a general downtrend, and that's exactly what we're looking at. So let's continue. We already saw June 6th. Now let's see this next circle. Now this one was 2 consecutive days with extreme volatility. You can see that June 7 begins right here, continues to go upwards, then boom, this massive unexpected, extremely bad dip. I mean, you can see massive red candles in consecutive order, 4 red candles, very big. The price finally stabilizes by the 12-13 hours of the day, tries to recover very slowly and then basically does nothing, absolutely nothing for the rest of the day. So it was a very volatile day, very volatile in the downtrend. Now let's see what happens with June 8. Again, look at this. This is June 8, all the way around here. The price does nothing on that day. Basically, that day, it's like it never existed. Now let's see the yellow circle for 9 or 10. The 9 begins right here. Kind of continues the trend that we saw on June 8. Does a little something upwards and does some correction. Also tries to achieve again. We see a very small resistance right here form, which also shares in the final hours of the day. So again, basically also nothing on that day. June 9 was a nothing burger. Now let's see what happens for June 10. June 10 is also shared with this green circle, which is an uptrend. But June 10, as you can see, is a very volatile day in the downtrend. So the uptrend did not occur on June 10 with this circle that we predicted. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I believe that we're going to see the uptrend finally materialize by June 11, and we'll see what happens. But I don't have good news, because the next days, which could be consecutive days, are going to be massive dips again, and I expect this volatility to continue. If not, it will accelerate even more. So yeah, that's what we have for today for Bitcoin. Like I said, guys, I said in the beginning, in the last video, this month was going to be very hard for Bitcoin. I mean, we're not going to see massive collapses going all the way back to 30K or something, no. But we're going to see some very massive difficulties for Bitcoin. It will struggle to keep above 70K. Right now we're on 68K. So this is the line that I draw. I don't think it's going to be dropping any lower than that. We're probably not going to see something closer to 50K, 59K, something like that. We're not going to see that. But nonetheless, the trend and the prediction remains accurate, because like I said, this month was going to be very hard, very volatile. So volatile that it's going to be very hard to define in the weeks and days. But I still maintain my position that this will be a very downtrend. It's going to be a general downtrend, basically, for Bitcoin. Anyways, guys, I don't want to make this any longer. I invite you all to subscribe, share this video, comment when you think of this, and drop a like. I mean, that helps a lot. Anyways, take care. Until next time.